Bobby, we're going to break down our thoughts on the top 5 picks now, post-draft hangover. We're going to get into all that and more right after this.
Welcome to the #1 place for your daily basketball news and analysis, NBA Central.
All right, fellas, before we get into doing our picks and our predictions on who's going to go where, I want to talk about how the draft lottery set. So there's a couple of teams in that draft lottery area that fell that I think that the draft could change their team a little bit, right? Spurs, they're going to pretty much stay the same. We know what the Spurs are. They're in a rebuild. Pop's going to probably stay there maybe even a few years now that they got Wembyana. But when you look at the Hornets, the Trailblazers, and the Houston Rockets, when you look at the Hornets, right? They already have LaMelo down there as their point guard of current and the future. Do we think that they may make a move off of that and build around Scoot?
Oh, that's tough. I think that'd be tough. Me personally, I would think that the first person that you would look at is somebody like Brandon Miller, because I would say you keep a talent like that around, especially if you got, because they got Mark Williams over there. So I would say you want to get as many good players as you can, unless like if it's what we're gonna do, trade them, and then you're gonna get some more assets going down the road. We know that Michael Jordan is looking to sell his stake, so there could be new ownership or at least new management coming in. Exactly. Yeah. So I could definitely see it happening, but me personally, if I was a YouTube GM that I am, I would want to keep that and build around that. You know what I'm saying? Because you definitely got Bridges. Yes, he made it through all his stuff, so he's gonna be back. So you added more talent. I don't believe in taking away from that. So I would definitely probably pass up on Scoot if I was them.
Do we think this is signs doom and gloom for PJ Washington though, who's also coming up on a contract extension? Him and Brand, if they do go Brandon Miller, very similar positions. Could come up
absolutely.
Off
could be.
And with the additions, I think they're gonna sign Bridges back as well. I think he'll probably end up with Charlotte back. I want to say, I know what you're saying, because Scoot Henderson can come into the league and he can be a better player. Can I say that? I'm a cheat to say he could be a better player than LaMelo is. He kind of hot doggy.
He definitely projects to be a better defender. That's for
sure. Absolutely. But you got to look at LaMelo Ball's selling ability beyond the court. They can't replace that. So they'll never choose Scoot Henderson over LaMelo Ball. And I think Brandon Miller is destined to be a Charlotte Hornet. He gonna be a Charlotte Hornet.
Well, then let's bury the lead. Let's go ahead and get into our mock draft for the top 5 picks. I doubt anybody has anybody but Victor Wembanyama going number 1.
Yeah, gotta go number 1. If the Spurs would be fooled, there'd be some fools right there. For real.
Exactly. All right, so number 2. Where we going?
Ooh, that's got to be Brandon Miller. But look at number 3.
I'm gonna go to Brandon Miller. I ain't gonna lie. Ooh, I think you go at Brandon Miller. Number 3 is where it gets interesting.
That's where it's getting crazy.
Not gonna lie, because that's where it really, really gets interesting. Depending on the direction of what the Portland Trailblazers want to do.
Yeah. I think you guys are I think the Hornets are gonna go Brandon Miller. So that brings us to Scoot Henderson there at number 3. And here's the thing. Okay, I'm going to say this. There is a chance, right, that you bring Scoot off the bench. You have Dame Lillard there. You do a transition of power. You try to win. Maybe you hope Scoot can completely transform that bench. You have Dame Lillard there. I don't think they initially go moving Dame right away. But I tell you what, Scoot, if he winds up in Portland, the clock's ticking on Dame time.
He is not gonna like that. He ain't gonna like that at all.
You talking about my mans? No,
bro. It got okay. Let's the business, right? Business of it all.
With you.
Dame is older. You haven't done anything with Dame. That's partially on Dame, partially on you. You're paying that man what, $45 million is his contract?
$45 million.
I tell you what, you got a lot of young studs. Shaden Sharp. You got Anthony Simons down there. You talking about Simons?
Hey, got to interrupt you. How much you got to pay Scoot for a rookie contract?
Not
not that
45
much.
million.
Yeah,
I just want to know what it
it's
is.
gonna be like 9 to 10 million a year. It's not much. Rookie scale contracts are
I was just
very,
trying
very
to,
beneficial.
yeah, I'm just trying to set the play like 45 to a rookie contract.
So I'm just saying the youth movement down in Portland, it may be time, bro. It may
That's
be
what I'm
time.
saying, man.
Yes.
Because if I'm GM, man, I'm coming in. Now you looking at, we got number 3. We can replace our point guard, somebody who could potentially be, if not just as good or better than him. And then you add on Shannon Sharp. You got Anthony Simons. So now you got your youth movement with a young, he ain't that young, but with a fresh head coach in Chauncey Billups. And then you can just recoup more assets and continue to add on and try to build something out. I don't think they need to continue to run this course with Damian Lillard, bro. That's just me.
And you got to look too. Dame, you're getting something back anyway, but you're probably getting back 2, maybe 3 first-round picks, depending on the team.
More young assets possible.
And then you're also increasing the value of your own first-round picks just by the nature of getting rid of Dame and no longer like they've been stuck in trying to compete to appease Dame Lillard.
Yeah.
If they move on from Dame, you no longer have to even try to compete. You can bottom it. You can then say, Anthony, Scoop, Shaden, y'all each getting 20 shots a game. That's it. Develop.
Oh my goodness, man. And this is gonna be an interesting subject until the draft comes. What would the Portland Trailblazers got to do? And I think I'm agreeing with both of you guys. You hit it right on the head. There's no way you can stick with Damian Lillard and Scoot Henderson is sitting there for 10 million. He making 45.
There is a way. I'm not saying
you think it's a way.
Sure. Yeah, I mean, because you're drafting them, you can say, "Hey, listen, there's worse people you can learn behind than Dame Lillard,
That's
bro."
True.
Like,
I just worry about what Dame Lillard will think about that. He already said he not feeling no rebuild or what did he say, nephew? His complete words.
He said he's not interested in that, but he really
is
a part of that already.
Yeah, I mean, listen. You've been note to Dame. You've been in a rebuild your whole career, basically.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Basically,
it was nice with him and CJ. It was nice.
Finals.
It was nice. They had a little success, but it never eclipsed to putting him in consecutive seasons of him going to conference finals and even having a chance to compete for finals. They're like, you never even got the opportunity.
Yeah.
And right now, I think it's the perfect time just to add on real quick. Like the Warriors who've been spanking you the whole time. If you stay in the West, you got a better opportunity now. If you go out east, it's a lot of young teams over there. And Joel Embiid, he don't want to close out series. You will be solid. You this wide open on both conferences now. Golden State ain't got the whole thing locked.
You also have to look at the fact that they have not only is Cam Reddish, Jeremy Grant are coming off the books as well. You don't have to now sign long-term money to them. I really do think that it's come. I think as much as they don't want to admit it. Let's go over the free agents from them. Jeremy Grant, Cam Reddish, Justin Winslow, Matisse Thybulle, Kevin Knox, Drew Eubanks, Butler, all free agents, either unrestricted or restricted free agents coming up this season. You have a chance to get up all the big money. That's $40 million in contracts there alone.
Yes.
So
it's going to be basically you pick them with that bunch he got right there to who's going to stay with the team. But one thing I want to say and get clear that Scoot Henderson got a long way to go before he be on par with a Damian Lillard. I'm just saying that. We just saying it for the youth because he's younger and he's cheaper. Yeah. And it's just time to start.
He got ways to go, but I would say you never know what he can turn out to be.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Keep in mind, I think people forget that the original plan for Derrick Rose was to come off the bench. Kirk Hinrich got hurt in training camp, and Derrick never gave the position back, right?
Yeah.
Bro.
So it's a precedent to be said. You can come in with all the hype around in the world, but they could try to bring him off the bench. But I think just looking at the business aspect of it, it makes more sense to go ahead and start your rebuild, man.
It's just a smart.
Absolutely got to get off of that, man. I think that's the best business move to do. Just start over fresh. Get this man to just work with him, man. You been here. You was loyal to us. We're gonna be loyal to you. Get you where you want to go. As long as the deal makes sense. We ain't sending you nowhere and getting, you know what I'm saying, getting pennies on a dollar.
Now that deal is they being conservative with that deal or are they trying to go get as much as they can if they try to deal Damian Lillard? Is they being conservative, like we don't need much,
Well, you
or
got to
they
think
just trying to fill it out?
the team that he's probably going to go to is going to instantly be a playoff team. So they're gonna get 2-3 first round picks, but those picks are gonna end up being in the 20s. The biggest benefit from trading Dame isn't necessarily you trying to rob anybody. It's you getting that money off your books. You increase the value of your own draft picks. That's really the value in it. Keep in mind they owe. Your daughter is in the background waving. Keep in mind they owe their first round pick the next time they don't make the playoffs to the Chicago Bulls. If you bottom out, hey, listen. It turns into 2 second-round picks in 2028. If you trade Dame and go full youth movement, you're probably not going to be competing until 2028. So,
bro.
Yeah,
That's funny, but yeah, man, it's definitely, bro. That's the most interesting because now it's a decision to see what y'all really want to do because the opportunity is now. The opportunity is now. What the hell we gonna can continue to wait for?
Houston got some problems too now.
Yeah, next up, Houston. Brandon Miller. Houston has a really interesting roster, right?
They
Yes.
do.
And when you look at kind of the players that, and keep in mind, Ime Udoka really inherited that roster too. But Ime Udoka down there having the chance to really build out his program. Where do you guys think the Houston Rockets go with number 4?
Biggest problem and the biggest elephant in the room is Kevin Porter Jr. What do they want to do with? Do they want to move from Kevin Porter Jr. or do they want to continue investing in this kid? He got all the talent in the world, but he can never put it together. What are you going to do? Are you going to draft? It's some pretty good guards in this draft.
Grady Dick. I know this sounds like a joke name, but listen, Grady Dick ain't nothing to overlook there at the guard.
Yes, because Kevin Porter obviously think he playing at the Rucker every game and shit. He don't think it's a professional game. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. Houston they got tough.
I think one of the Thompson brothers is gonna go here though.
That's solid.
I'm ready. Yeah, I ain't mad at that, but I'm with Unc on that too. You got to figure out what you're gonna do with either Kevin Porter Jr. or Jalen Green. Figure it out.
You keep Jalen for sure.
I mean, I'm with it, but you know what I'm saying. But they gotta, pick a direction between those players. But they also need some maturing too, and I think that's why Ime is the best coach for the job because I think he's gonna help those young guys mature.
It's gonna be tough, but I'm gonna say this: like I think this off the draft, but Ime had a pretty good team in Boston. This is gonna be I don't know. We gave him a lot of credit and shout out to him to get in the finals, but this team is bad. They was at the bottom of the league. Now we gonna see if you can coach for real now.
But they got a lot of promise down there. Tari Eason showed great things. I love him. Man. You look at Sengun,
Kevin Martin.
Monster.
Yes. Yep.
Kevin Martin.
Yeah, but I think he wants out. Remember, he
wants out. Yeah, he did.
He wants out. So they may try to move him in this draft, but man, like I'm gonna say Amen Thompson here for Houston. I think
I ain't mad at it.
A point guard, man. They need somebody to handle the ball.
They do need a point guard, but the true point guard talent in this league after Scoot goes in the goddamn toilet.
It does. Yeah.
Like, let's just be real.
So I'm talking to trade to pick to get you a point guard somewhere, bro, from the NBA.
Okay. Think so?
Trade that number one. If you can't find a decent
guard. There's going to be a trade. They're either trading their pick or they're going to be which I think that's going to give an opportunity for Ime to get one of his guys to build around and add to what's already here. I think you're on point. I think Porter's maybe out the door, bro. Porter and Kmart Jr. They both out of there.
Because there was a lot of people is all rumors, so nobody going with it. But Jaylen Brown is unhappy. Ime Udoka could probably go in and grab one of his guys. That's a lot to consider. I know
they're so far away.
So rumors, bro. I know it's all rumors.
I mean, we'll see though. And the thing is too is that it really depends. Now that Jaylen Brown has qualified for the Supermax, we've seen a lot of teams trade players to not even want to get in that Supermax conversation.
Yes,
because you have two players, Tatum and Brown, qualified at the same time. Now that they remove the restriction, you can have as many Supermax players as you can fit under the luxury tax. But I can't see a team wanting to pay just those two players would be almost $100 million for the.
Ain't like the total contracts will be like $600 million.
Yes,
in totality. That'd be crazy.
That's I don't see them doing that. So
crazy.
Jalen may be on the move. I don't know if Houston's going to be a team in the mix. They could throw the young talent, but I think that Boston's going to want young talent that is cheap, but still keeps them in them competing. I don't necessarily.
That make a lot of sense. That make a lot of sense.
I wouldn't count them out. You know how much they. Can I throw in that? You know how much they love like basketball. Like Boston is a good basketball town. Mm-hmm. How much is the penalty for going over the tax to pay for Jaylen Brown? What is the possibility of them going into the luxury track? They know how good he is.
Well, keep in mind the luxury tax you're paying 1.5 times. If you're talking about a supermax contract, you're paying almost $65 million in just tax bills on top of the contract. Crazy. That's a tall order there, bro.
Yeah, because now it's more like more restrictions. Yeah, because you're going over that tax, and it's more incentivized if you stay below it, right?
Yeah.
Oh, so that's why Jaylen Brown is talking so jazzy, talking to the city of Boston in the interviews. Because he got the power. Because he got to be like, I'll take a pay cut to help them out.
Not necessarily a pay cut. I mean, he'll have to sign for less than the supermax. But the fact of the matter is, if I'm staying on your team and I qualified on your team and I outplayed Jason Tatum these playoffs, I wish you would come to me. If you gave Jason Tatum the supermax and you come to me asking me for a pay cut, I ain't Scottie Pippen. I ain't stupid.
Scotty.
You don't?
I'm with you on that.
Yeah. Oh, man,
they got that though.
What is that? Do they have any hope, Haize?
They have hope. I mean, literally, because I don't think they have to sign to the supermax this offseason. I think they have till next offseason.
Okay.
And if I'll say this, if Boston wins a title next year, they're gonna re-sign both of them. You can't let a team go after.
You can't do that.
Yeah. That's what I'm thinking. You cannot, dude.
But I tell you what, if they do, there's gonna be a lot of players on that team ship the hell off.
Oh yes, yes, bro.
Yeah, that'd be crazy for sure. It's very, very interesting because.
All right, number 5, Detroit Pistons, bro. Who y'all got them going with here? This roster is so hard to predict, right?
Yeah, they got
Jaden Ivey. They got who's their starting point guard?
Cade Cunningham.
You got Jalen Duren down there.
I like that young talent.
I mean, I like a lot of the young talent. So I mean, you would think go wing here. Maybe the other Thompson twin here, but
yeah, maybe. But I think for them it'd be hard to gauge because I would think that they need like another center.
I would say
they need another.
I like that kid. I like the kid in the
Isaiah Stewart. Ain't that his name?
I like Isaiah Stewart.
Yeah, Isaiah Stewart. But I think he's on his way out though.
You think he's on his way out?
But the centers to look at, they not after Victor. It ain't,
I think Durant should be playing center.
I mean, he will be. I think he will be the starting center next year.
I really think they need a point guard though. Cade Cunningham just need to play shooting guard, bro. He's 6'7". He can play.
The thing is you have Ivy down there. You're not gonna move Ivy to the bench. I think that's your starting backcourt.
I worry about
Cunningham and Ivy.
He can't shoot. Haize, he can't shoot. That's bad in this NBA.
Yeah, you got to get it together.
Yeah, that's true.
He cannot shoot at all, Haize.
I mean, he averaged shooting last
increase on that.
What's his field goal percentage?
His overall field goal percentage 41%. That's pretty bad. It's not. Yeah, I mean, listen, we've seen worse. But
we seen where you gonna put him then?
I don't know. The option with trading down, what Haize said, is not a bad idea because you know what I'm saying. Just look at it.
You trade down and then maybe look at Taylor Hendricks, a power forward to start next to Jalen Duren.
See, that would be nice.
Be better.
They compliment.
I wouldn't be mad at that.
Each other's game. They're kind of similar too. To tell you
yeah.
So to tell you the truth, that'll be interesting. We got over here doing Detroit, bro. I never think it'll be today.
Detroit. Oh, Dirty Dan.
Dirty Dick Detroit. That's just
that's what they should pick up though. Hey, they should pick
Grady Dick.
Yep.
You know what? I can see Grady Dick going down to Detroit. Real talk. Yeah, I can see Grady Dick. I can see him being the pick there. I also say this, like, hey, whoever gets drafted by Detroit, be prepared for those water rats down there. You got to be
water rats.
Big ass rats.
The water rats.
Bro, I have to Google what the hell was that, Joe?
A water rat? It's basically
Yeah.
a beaver, bro. This is all
Yeah,
it
bro.
is. It's a beaver, bro.
They
Like it's just
bogus.
But all right, y'all, man. That's the top 4 mock draft here, man. We just wanted to get something out quick after the draft. Fellas, any other thoughts or anything before we go?
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting until the draft comes. We appreciate y'all coming through. I can't talk about my own team. Go ahead, nephew.
Hey, just appreciate y'all for tuning in today on NBA Central. Make sure y'all like, subscribe right here, man. NBA content. We're gonna keep it coming. And we on TikTok. It's busting. So do y'all thing, man. Let's go.
Listen, Bobby is hilarious on TikTok, bro. Yes. Like that Ja Morant joint had me in stitches, bro. That was hilarious.
It just be funny, man. These some NBA fan, well, majority of NBA fans, they be over emotional for no reason. So it just be fun to me.
That's funny. But all right, y'all make sure you'll follow the show at NBA Central Pod on every social media platform. You can send us any feedback, questions, comments, concerns, NBA Central Show at gmail.com. Last, you want to leave a text message and our voicemail, 773-270-2799. We up out here. We'll see you guys probably tomorrow. Peace.
This has been a presentation of the Breaks Media.